Hello, welcome to Talk Story. This is Module 1 of the Talk Story short story series. I am R.A. Cook, author, illustrator, and storyteller, and I'm here to help you learn to write short stories. Now, I know you want to write, but first of all, where do you start? I'd like to suggest that you start by writing short stories, and I want to give you a few basics. And the very first basic to do is read. It sounds simple, and it is. Reading is fundamental for a writer. Why don't you pick a favorite genre and read short stories? Familiarize yourself with good writers. Get your mind thinking. Enjoy mentally playing with subjects of interest. Read, and read some more. The next step I highly recommend is to keep a journal. Use a favorite notebook or writing pad, or even your computer, and make a habit of writing every day. Devote 10 or 15 or even 20 minutes a day and write. You can write about anything, how you're feeling, what happened during the day, something you saw on the bus that intrigued you. It doesn't really matter what you write about. It matters that you write. Once you've got your journal established, your favorite notebook, and you're writing every day, and you've got this idea, a story idea, so you need a little more inspiration. Keep a pad nearby and jot down some of those insights or dreams even. Some of my best ideas come in the middle of the night or the early morning. I let the idea float after I've jotted it down because it'll evolve. I want to see where it takes me. Here's a sample of some notes that I've taken over time. I'm writing a novel right now, it's a sequel novel to Going Out the Inroad. And I've jotted all kinds of different notes at different times. I've had this piece of paper out on my folder for months, actually. And every time I get an idea for this story, I write it here, or I put it into the actual manuscript. But basically, I'm trying to refine my idea, and I don't get all those inspirations and tips all at once. It doesn't happen that way for me, and I'm comfortable with that now, but it was hard for me at first to realize that was how it was going to be. So I go over my notes, and it'll help me refine my idea, and I do that by writing. That is the only way that I know how to really refine a story. It doesn't matter where you start. You could start at the end of your story and work backwards if that works for you. The idea is just to begin. This is the important thing, or one of the most important things to remember and to do, is make a commitment to write that story. Once you have an idea or an inspiration, you want to build on it. You want to let your idea grow and be open to new ideas, new concepts that correlate with your original thought. Research the material if you need to. Go over those notes and refine them. Refine your idea by writing. And the best way to do that is to begin. Once you start to write, once you've made that commitment, you're going to find that you're going to want to build your vocabulary. And the very best way to build your vocabulary in any language is to read. The second best is to use a dictionary and thesaurus when you're writing. Keep those handy. It's easy to source words with an online dictionary, and most writing software have dictionaries and thesaurus and grammar functions embedded into the software. If you use those along with your reading, you'll be able to really function as a writer. Look up words you don't know how to spell and learn the full meaning. That will be very important in your writing. It's important to remember that building your vocabulary is an ongoing process. The other part that is ongoing is striving to be clear in your stories and remembering to keep it simple, especially in a short story. Visualize your characters. What do they look like? How old are they? Are they young? Are they middle-aged? Are they elderly? Are they rich? Are they poor? Are they middle class? In what century does the story take place and where? Keep your ideas simple, your stories simple and less complex. And I know that your readers will appreciate your story much better. And finally, this is important. Write what you feel. Put your heart into your words. Readers love to relate to story characters. If your character is heartbroken, how does he or she feel? How would you feel? For years, I had a note above my computer that read, "Write what you feel." I put those words into practice, and you know what? It works. If you write what you feel with emotion, your writing will be honest, and your readers will pay attention to your story, and they can relate to your story better. So, write what you feel, put your heart into your words, and see what happens. There'll be magic there. I can guarantee it. So, in summary, write every day. Write what you feel. Make a commitment, a strong commitment to your craft. Read and build your vocabulary. Here's a writing tip. Find a subject you care about. Could be anything. Keep it short and simple. Use genuine caring when you write. See where that inspiration takes you. You know, you might have a seed to a larger story in there. That's happened to me. One of my short stories I wrote years ago ended up being a novel called Going Out the Inroad. Give it a try. Begin today. Here's a challenge for you. This is the Module 1 challenge. Take 10 minutes and write a paragraph or two about the funniest thing that happened to you this week. Share it with a friend or drop it on the Talk Story Facebook group and chat it up. What's next? Module 2 is Catching That Idea. I'll see you there. So long.